Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a new episode of Kick and Net live from the Daily Paper headquarters in Amsterdam. I'm with my homie Jefferson Osai, and we got a very, very, very special guest today. Djibril Cissé.
Ça va la femme?
Ça va et toi?
Oh, we're going French? My French is bad though.
Yeah, let's go English.
English?
Okay.
Or
okay,
franglais, what do you want?
We can mix.
We can mix.
No, let's keep it English for the people at home.
Yeah.
Tell us, Djibril, why are you here in Amsterdam? What are you doing here?
Well, today I'm here not for football. I'm here for music. My second life is way different than the football now. I'm a DJ now, so I'm here for the ADE.
Okay.
Amsterdam Dance
Event.
Yes. And I played yesterday for Afro and I'm playing today for Laid Back Duke.
Okay, nice. Okay, we're gonna talk about your DJ and your music life in a while.
Yeah.
But let's start at the beginning. You grew up in Auxerre.
Yeah.
6 siblings.
Yeah.
How was that growing up in an Ivorian family in Auxerre?
Oh, it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy because my dad, my parents divorced. I was 2, so my mom raised 7 kids on her own, which is it's quite an achievement. And it wasn't an easy situation, but not the worst situation too. No, it was sometimes, more difficult than the others, but we survived and we managed to have a good life.
But like growing up in Auxerre, was there, for example, like a street culture present? Were there like different people from different diaspora?
Yeah. We had, the neighborhood was Algerian, Moroccan, and black.
Yes.
So Mali, Ivory Coast,
Cameroon.
We have some gypsy too in the building. My neighbor was from the family of the Gypsy King. Mm-hmm. So it was really a melting pot, and everybody was bonding with everybody, and no difference.
Okay, and then from there on, you just started to play football on the streets, probably, yeah?
Yeah. I started on the street like most of the people, starting in the benches for 2 goals. Mm-hmm. Sometimes we played 20 against 20 or 2 against 2. There's no sense. But when you're a kid, you just play football. You just have fun, and even if the ball is not, there's no air in the ball, you're still playing.
Yeah.
And it's still like a Champions League final.
Mm-hmm. Who was your idol back then? Who you wanted to be?
My idol, I'm a Marseille fan. For me, and even still now, I'm a fan of Jean-Pierre Papin. Big fan.
Legendary striker.
Yeah, big fan. And I think you could have feel it into the way I was playing. Mm-hmm. Really instinctive and we don't really think twice. If we decide to shoot, let's do it.
You guys recently played a charity match, right?
Yeah, Wednesday.
Okay, nice. And that was with the Marseille All-Stars, right?
Yeah.
I saw Drogba, I saw Taiwo, I saw Robert Pires. Who else was there?
Who played? Samir Nasri, Daniel van Buiten, Robert, you mentioned it, and a few singers.
Oh, wow.
Like Jules.
Uh-huh. Oh, Jules.
Sick.
He's the king of Marseille right now.
Sick.
Even in France, he's
he's one of the top 3.
And SCH is also from Marseille, right?
Yeah, he played too. Soso Manes.
Yes.
Matt Pokora for UNICEF.
Sick.
Yeah, it was a cool game.
Marseille got such a dope rap scene, man. Like last year they dropped this album with all the Marseille guys. Banda Organisée is also on that tape.
But now Jules did even better. He did Classico Organisé, which is
sick.
157 guests in one album. So from best from Paris and best from Marseille, and they
only one album.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a long list.
I don't know how many tracks, but it's something.
Marseille really got their own style. You can compare it for people from the Netherlands to like Amsterdam or Rotterdam. They have this certain rivalry,
Yeah.
And it's also with Paris and Marseille. But Marseille got they got some very dope artists.
Yeah, Marseille has like the Mediterranean vibes, the tracksuit culture.
Yeah, exactly. It's different. It's different way of even the dress codes. It's different. I don't want to say like the South is better or but depends what you like. And since I'm from the south, I go for Marseille.
Yeah.
Okay. So back to Auxerre.
Yeah.
So like you were playing football on the street.
Yeah.
And like how did you get in touch to football on the pitch?
Football on the pitch, I was playing, in the street, like you said, with my friends. And my brother was playing professional in Nîmes. And, at the time when Laurent Blanc played there, Cantona played for Nîmes. So my brother played, had a good career. He played for Ivory Coast too, a few times. And then he decided to put me into Arles, in the proper club, instead of playing in the street. And it worked out to be a good idea because I scored goals on goals on goals on goals. I played with they're playing me with the bigger guys, and I did 2 years really, really, really high.
Okay, so you skipped like an age group because you were too good. So in which
Yeah.
team did you start in Auxerre?
I was 8, so Poussin, call it, Pupille, and a Minim.
Okay, so like minimum is like under 12?
Minim, it's like 11, yeah.
Under 12,
Yeah.
11.
Yeah.
Okay, wow.
11.
And you were 8 and then they let you play with the under 12?
When I played for 11, I was 9, nearly 10.
Wow.
And I was playing with the
Okay.
11s.
And then from there on, obviously you're playing in a different age category.
Yeah.
You were still doing your thing. So how did Auxerre all of a sudden scouted you?
Between Auxerre and Nîmes, and Arles and Auxerre, sorry, I signed in Nîmes. Nîmes was played in first division at the time, where my brother played, and that way it started to be more serious. So it was like not an academy, but we were sleeping in a school, and we were staying at school.
Yeah.
Going home only the weekend, but we played against like Montpellier, Toulouse, like really proper team, not like Arles, It was a step ahead. Then we made a intra department, like the region of Paris and the region of Toulouse, the region of Arles, the region of Rennes. They do the best players in the area.
Yeah.
And you meet and you do a tournament, and that's where Auxerre.
So it was like a regional division as well.
This is what they do in France, right? Like from a certain region, they bring all the best players together, and then they're gonna do a tournament, and
like
then
the Paris area is Île-de-France. It's called, so it's Paris, Évreux, Évry, all the area. They took the best player, so they make one team.
Yeah.
So then the best of Marseille, Arles, Martigues, blah blah, one team.
Yeah.
And
that was funny because that was the same system in the Netherlands with the KNVB. You had like regional teams.
Yeah.
Okay, but you just said that you signed your contract at Nîmes. How old were you?
Yeah, I was 11. Then I left at 14. So that's where I signed in Nîmes. And I left Nîmes for Auxerre. I was just 15.
Wow.
You was just a year at Nîmes.
No, 4 years. 11
4 years.
to
Okay,
11 to 15.
And that was under contract?
It's not really a contract,
but semi-pro contract. Okay, wow.
Yeah,
wow.
It's not you're too young to
course.
be locked, but it's they were really counted on.
But I think it's really exciting to get paid off for in such a young age for playing football.
Yeah, it was a really small wage, but the school was a lot of money. That my mom couldn't afford that. The traveling, there's food and everything that you have to think of. It's not like free, so everything was taken care of, and it's it was big for us. It was big for my mom.
So, like, did your brother guide you through this decision, or like, how did it happen?
Yeah, my brother Abu, like I said, he played in. He had a good career in professional first and second division. He was my guardian because my dad left the house, and my big brother was my father figure, and he guided me a lot. And even still now, it's when I need to take a decision that I don't really know what to do. That's the first guy I call.
Wow. Okay. So then you come to Auxerre and then you meet another father figure, Giroud. Tell us
the man.
about him.
The man itself. It was. Sometimes you meet people, and you know that that's it's not like a coincidence. That's you supposed to meet. It was supposed to be him. Under another coach, I don't think it would have worked. And the difference was too much. It was like he's 83 or 4 now.
83 now. Yeah.
So, it was the little guy from Arles with blonde dreadlocks that I don't want to say don't give a fuck, but like play football and, being stupid. And, the old man.
Experienced trainer.
No, don't do this, don't do this, don't do this, don't do this. And he match. It's.
Yeah. So how fundamental? Can you describe how fundamental he has been for your career, not just at Auxerre, but in general?
Yeah. Even in my life, he was my best man at my wedding.
Oh, wow.
Every time I have like a sport decision, I advise it's my brother and him. He's a big influence in my my football career. Like if not the only one.
Yeah. So like
he spent 44 years at Auxerre.
Yeah, he spent 44 years at Auxerre as a player and as a coach.
He built Auxerre.
Yeah, he literally built Auxerre.
Yeah.
So like if you look at Giroud as a trainer and technical manager for Auxerre, what is his legacy for football in general? Like.
At the time, the technical part of football, the physical part of football wasn't the same. It wasn't as strong as now. So we had in Auxerre, we're famous for one system, 4-3-3. That was our system. We never moved 2 wingers, like old school wingers, like really on the line.
Your left footed on the left, the right footed on the right.
No right in the left.
Yeah.
We don't do this. You just go go crossing. That was our system. So it didn't really exist anymore. He created a lot of players. Lot of players. And I say created because we came.
Yeah.
He built us.
I always compare him to Arsène Wenger because they have similar mentality, like scouting and fostering young people, like nurturing them and getting the best out of them. Like in French football, like these 2 guys, they're like epic. And also in modern day football, like do you see his methods like still implemented in football nowadays? Do you see the methods that Giroud implemented at Auxerre still in football today?
Sadly, I'm gonna say no, because I love football. I love modern football, but it's really different than my football. In terms of money involved, and now the money come first. In my time, it was the performance first. If not, Giroud would have sell me a long time ago. We waited the right moment. For me to be ready, not the money to be. Not for the money, my price to increase. It was really he wanted me to be ready and to move to a club where I would give my best and be the best.
Yeah. So you arrived at age 15, and then you made your debut in 1998.
Yeah, 17. I was against Paris.
Yeah, and you came in a generation with like all classic Auxerre players: Yann Lachouère, Steve Marlet. Stéphane Guivache.
Goma, the goalkeeper.
Taribo West.
Yeah, Taribo West. Yeah, a lot of players. And even a young Timo Taino. Sabri Lamouchi. Yeah, so like coming in at that age with all these experienced players, like how was that? Did they test you? Did they guide you? Like who took you under his wing?
Well, Steve Marlet and Bernard Diomed, they were like my big brother, and they really took me under their wings and guided me and telling me things, be careful this, don't do this, and things are gonna be all right. But yeah, really these 2, even now, we're still in touch, and I'm still thankful for everything they've done to me.
Sick, yeah.
Really important.
Auxerre, man. You became champion in '98 as well. Liga.
No, that was 96.
No, we won.
No, 96.
We won the
two league cups. Yeah.
cup one in 2003
and 2005.
Yeah.
6. Yeah.
And yeah, I think we had the best team in the league, except Lyon was there.
Lyon was so dominant back in the days.
With Sonny Anderson,
7 times in a row champions.
Yeah, c'est difficile.
It was you can compare them to Paris now.
Yeah.
So it's Lyon and the rest.
Yeah.
So for us, we were the best team in the league after Lyon.
Yeah.
That Lyon generation was special.
Yeah.
If you look at that generation, that like you came through with Olivier Capou.
Yeah.
You played
Mexes.
with Kalilou Fadiga, Mexes, Jean-Alain Boumson, Amdi Faye. So many good players around you with the experience from the previous teams. Like, if you look back at that team, like, are you happy with what you guys have achieved? Do you feel that the Ligue 1 was also achievable, winning the championship?
To be honest, with the quality that we had, I think we missed. I remember one moment we had 3 games in hand and 3 points behind Lyon, with 3 games less than them. We drew twice and lost 1.
Yeah.
Aye.
So that's the games.
Yeah.
That you need to win. You have three games, so it's 9 points. 9 points. You put them 6 points behind. That's done. And I think it was the lack of experience.
Yeah.
We were young.
Yeah.
We had a few experienced players, but not that much. You know.
Yeah.
And I think that in a team like Lyon, that wouldn't happen.
Yeah, they were very experienced. And later on, like other players joined. Bonaventura Kalou.
Yeah.
Benjani. Younes Kaboul made his debut.
Yeah.
You guys got even better and better and still didn't win the league, huh?
Yeah, well, when Benjani arrived, I was injured, so we really crossed. Jean-Alain, it was the same generation, and Younes, he was in the academy, and I was gone when he.
Yeah.
But like I said, seriously, you could have the best generation. Lyon was unplayable.
So good.
It was unplayable, and I left, and they won another 3 times. So,
It was too much.
It was too much for them.
Take us back to the day that Liverpool approached you.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I found out, Giroud called me and said, come to the office, I need to talk to you. I said, okay. He said, we made a deal that you are going to let you go at the end of the season. But I have a club for you that I want you to look into it and make your decision. But I think Liverpool is good for you. I was like, yeah, but there's Michael Owen, there's at the time of Michael Owen, Harry Kewell, Stevie G, up front.
Robbie Fowler still?
I think Robbie was still there, but it was the end.
And then you had the old McAllister.
So exactly. Yeah. So I was like, yeah, it's a good thing, but am I gonna play? Mm-hmm. And he said, look, I had a good talk with Gérard Houllier, rest in peace. He's gonna take care of you. He's gonna, take you and guide you through the Premier League. You're gonna be fine. So he find the words to reassure me, and finally I went there.
But did you really have a choice? Because
I had the choice.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I had the choice. I had many clubs. AC Milan. Zidane came to my room for Real Madrid.
Wow. He came into your room. What did he say?
Which room?
2002.
At the national team or
World Cup? Yeah,
a World Cup. Okay.
It was in Japan.
Mm-hmm.
I just arrived. We finished the game. He arrived because he was playing the Champions League final. I was with Sylvain. We talked in the room. Came knock at the door. I opened the door. He said, "Oh, Jimmy, are you okay? Can I speak to you?" I was like, I just arrived. What happened? For real. I was like, what did I do? I just arrived. Easy. Why are they sending me the big guy? What did I do? So he came. So Sylvain left, and he sat down. He said, "Yeah, we really like you in Real Madrid. We want you to sign." And I was like, yeah, but I already gave my word to Liverpool. The pre-contract is signed. So I was I didn't know what to tell him, but I was like,
if you could switch in that moment,
I wouldn't.
You wouldn't?
No, because when you look at the squad,
Real Madrid at that time.
Yeah, that was Galacticos.
Morientes, Raúl.
Galacticos.
Raúl, Morientes.
Oh,
Ronaldo. I think Ronaldo was still here.
Yeah.
Raúl, you can't beat Raúl.
Even for training, you're never gonna train with these players. So
why Liverpool? Because I heard AC Milan was also.
Yeah, but the relation between Gérard and Giroud, it was. I think it reassured me that if something bad happens,
the French connection.
Yeah, I know it's still family. Yeah.
Like earlier on, you said that you had a deal with Auxerre that they would let you go. Like, was it the end of the contract or was it like a mutual agreement?
No, it was a mutual agreement.
Okay.
I wanted to go before, like 2 years before I wanted to go, but because I wasn't happy, I wasn't playing enough. I was wrong at the time because I wasn't ready, to be honest. And again, you find the words to calm me down and to tell me, look, relax, you're gonna give me another 2 years, you're gonna play the best football of your career. And he was right, because I scored 22 and 26.
Mm-hmm.
So the guy he knew what he was doing. He formed a lot of players before me, and I was too impatient at the time, and he knew how to speak to people like me.
So when coming at Liverpool, like Gérard, he guided you, and all of a sudden, he loses his job, and then Rafa Benitez comes.
Yeah, well, to be correct, I haven't even worked 1 minute with Gérard because I sacked him. I was still in France. I was in Paris. I remember when they called me.
Yeah.
And Rafa arrived, but lucky enough, my agent talked to Rafa a few months ago for me to go to Valencia. Yeah. So I was like, okay, it's not the coach.
He already wanted you.
Yeah, it's not the coach that not interested in you, and it's gonna be fine.
But his approach was completely different. Gérard was more like a father, and Rafa is like very distant.
Exactly.
But a tactical genius.
Yeah, in terms of tactical, I think that I worked with is the best from far. He can adapt in a second. If the manager, the opponent change, boom, he can change in a second. And he was really distant. Different kind of. People than Gérard, really friendly, really French, Mediterranean, really
warm,
close to people. Yeah. And Rafa was more distant, even when with Stevie G and everything. It was just work and no friends. But I can understand.
So can you say he treated everyone the same?
Yeah, he was really well. Stevie was his captain, so he had a special relationship with them. But for the rest, it was. Everything the same.
He started to use you as a winger.
Yeah. I think he put me during a game. One of the winger get injured, so he put me on the right, and I was okay. So instead of putting me on the bench, he was playing me on the right side.
It was no problem for you.
Yeah, it was because my job is to score goals.
Yeah.
And I'm a team player, so at the time I was okay to play on the right, but if you look in my stats now, I think it damaged me a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, because he put you there just for your speed, huh?
Exactly.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Okay. So, like, you played several matches on that position.
Yeah.
Like, did Rafa try to help you improve your playing style and your skills in that position, or did he just leave you to it?
Yeah, no, we find a deal together. So he put the really defensive midfield behind me. So just in case, I don't come back to defense, the right side is covered. And what we said, it's like I was coming back and seeing the halfway line, and the rest, it's not my problem. It's for the midfield and the right back. So that's the kind of deal that we find. Who
was that player?
At the right back was Steve Finnan.
Yeah, Steve
so
Finnan,
a guy that can really run.
Yeah.
And we had Momo Sissoko at the time too.
Oh yeah.
We had some good midfield there that can run a lot.
Yeah.
So I was more attacking than defending.
Okay, so like you had the midfield with Gérard, Murphy, and Momo Sissoko?
Momo plays sometimes. Xavi play, Alonso.
Alonso, yeah.
So yeah, we are the really good midfield.
Okay, wow. And like did things go better afterwards, after you made the deal?
Yeah, it was better, but the thing is I wasn't doing what I know to do best, so scoring goals. I was like more giving assist, but I was into the position that the national team manager could have called me because I didn't score goals, so I wasn't really happy at the moment. But like I said, I was a team player, so you just play for the team.
Yeah. Okay.
That's a legendary Liverpool squad, man.
Yeah, it's a crazy team.
Like that team, it reminds me immediately of the Champions League final.
Yeah.
2005.
That was like an epic campaign.
Wow.
That was sick. From
Like you had that because that year you had that
Injury,
very
bad
fucked up injury of you.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about it later.
Yeah. And you recovered quick.
5.5 months.
5.5 months, and you were on time for the quarterfinals, semifinals, and then the final in Istanbul. Take us to that day, man, because we can't get enough of that.
The final was something crazy because I thought I'm gonna play, like, to be honest, because I was really back and fit at the time, so I thought I'm gonna start. But anyway, I was happy because 6 months ago I was barely walking, and so I was still happy even if he just announced that I was on the bench. So the game started, and I remember before the game watching the
Lineup.
the teams,
the starting
lineups.
lineup.
And I was like, wow. I was like, Dida, Stam, Maldini,
Nesta,
Pirlo, Nesta,
Seedorf.
Cafu,
Crespo.
Seedorf, Crespo. I was like,
That was really an all-star team back then.
Yeah.
Shevchenko,
what team?
Inzaghi.
Shevchenko,
Yeah.
Inzaghi.
Yeah.
I was like, what team is this? Like, how are we gonna do?
Yeah.
So okay, so we start the warm up. It was like really a dream. Like I was like, looking around, looking everywhere. Things that that's bad to do because you lose focus and you need to be.
It was in Istanbul, right?
Yeah, it
Wow.
was amazing, the atmosphere and everything. Then we start the game. So after I think 6 or 10 minutes, something like this, they scored first one. Then 3-0 down, halftime.
Like that goal of Crespo right before halftime, that chip.
Yeah, that
I was
chip
like,
is
yo,
crazy.
It's done.
It's crazy. And if it's like seriously, if it's like 5 or 6, seriously, it's the same.
Okay, so you go into the dressing room, 3-0 down. Like, how was the atmosphere at that moment? And like, how did someone like Steven Gerrard like motivated the team to like come back in the second half and do this epic performance? Like how did he manage to like guide you through the second half? Like
the atmosphere was sad, but not like down,
Defeated.
finished. Like we were like disappointed with our performance, but at the same time, like somewhere in our mind, we were thinking that it's still possible. Why? I don't know, but it was like something like you could feel. Benitez came, did his speech, really, positive. Like, okay, we missed the first half, but we created chances. And I don't know if you remember before the first goal or the second goal.
Yes.
Was a handball.
Yeah, it was a handball. Yeah.
Was a handball and counter-attack goal.
Yeah.
So if it's a penalty, it's
All different.
So we were like, the manager is right, but still disappointed, but he's right, there's something to do. Even if it's 3 goals, it's a lot. Then the manager leave the room and Stevie...
he took over.
Yeah, he took over and said, Liverpool is my team. It's in my blood. I grew up in Liverpool. I grew up watching Liverpool lifting, trophies and all the captains lifting trophies. Now I'm this close. So, let's try and do something. And if we score quite early, you never know.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I was like, wow. So the guy scored the first one. The guy created the penalty. And, he finished the game right back. And, masterclass game.
Yeah, man.
Masterclass second half. So, that's the kind of guy that I will respect for life. I will all my teammates, but him.
Stevie G is special, man.
Yeah, man.
It's a plus.
He's special.
So
He's special.
then in the final, we're going to talk about Stevie G in a bit. Like, and then you came in during the extra time.
Yeah.
Like how was that coming in at that age? You were already disappointed that you were not starting, and then you come in, and then you managed to take the penalty. So describe.
Yeah, 3-1. I was like, yeah, okay, let's. It's cool. 3-2. Jib, get ready. You never know. 3-3. Definitely, you're gonna come in, and
energized. Like yo,
try to be the match winner. So I came in. You play football, so you know how it is. When the intensity of the game. The intensity of the game was so high that to first sprint, I was like, like I never played football in my life. I was like,
wow.
What? I came back, 2 months ago. So why am I like this? The stress and everything that's going through my mind. Okay, so I tried to, to defend, not to concede another goal, and in counter-attack, try to, why not to go to bag one. So end of the game, 3-3. So in my mind, for me, that's 100% I'm gonna take one.
Yeah.
And
Yeah?
100%.
Wow.
I'm a striker. That's my job. That's my job.
You came to Benitez and it was like, yo, I'm gonna take one.
So I was, ready to. He said, "Who's ready to shoot?"
take?
So I left my hand, and he said, "Yeah, you're already on the list."
Who was the person who didn't lift his hand but had to
Nobody.
take one?
Nobody.
Yet, like all 5 of them, they were like, yo, I'm gonna take one.
Yeah, on the 11 last players, they were all
Everybody was eager to take a penalty.
Yeah.
That's like, if you have that energy in that team,
That's crazy.
because most of the time, like for instance, if you hear how the penalties at the Euros of this year went, people got chosen who didn't actually want to take one.
Stress.
But if you have 5 players come up like, yo, I want to take one, I think that's
the
a relief.
momentum was for us, so the boost was in our side. So, we felt like nothing can happen to us.
So then you have a goalkeeper like Jerzy Dudek,
Yeah.
Feyenoord legend from Poland. How did he go into the penalty series? Like how was his when you looked at him? Like how did he feel?
I watched the highlights this morning again. If you watch after the 3-3, how many chances AC Milan had?
Yeah, the last save was
Shevchenko from a half a meter.
Yeah.
They had so many chances. Dudek really
Man.
made the match of his life.
Yeah, man.
So I was like, I didn't know he was, good in the penalty kick because we did, training, and he was okay, but not a specialist. So
I think
we were confident on on him, but we won not that much. So first Milan missed, so we scored. They missed again. Then it's my turn. So
you had such a long run.
Yeah, that's me. That's what I do.
You always shoot a penalty like that?
That's what I do.
I was watching the highlights again, and he was like, your long was running. Even the commentator said, Djibril Cissé with a long run. He was running, and then boom.
Yeah, I was like, they missed twice before me. If I miss, it's nothing major. But I was like, I'm not gonna miss anyway. But you walk, and Dida is big. Like he's taking room in the goal. So I was like, I normally go for power. So I was like, power. One of the 2 Milans went for power and they missed. I was like, okay, no problem. So I opened in step and that's went in.
And then Dudek started to dance on the line to confuse the people.
His dance was, he was like doing everything, but I think he made, also during the match, he made the AC Milan striker so insecure. Like the ball didn't go in somehow.
Carragher told him.
Imagine making a Shevchenko insecure. Shevchenko is
before, if you see his face before shooting,
he was scared already.
You
say
it's
something.
Missed.
In a lot of face expressions, you can see if somebody's gonna score or not.
It was done. It was over fine.
His eyes were big and he was looking so frightened and exhausted.
And then you guys, you win the cup. Like you just touched on how special it was for Steven Gerrard. Him, homegrown from Liverpool, proper Liverpoolian, winning the title, lifting the cup. Like, what did it do for you as well? Because I remember this picture of you like celebrating on the middle half, and you were like, you were like so happy because obviously you had a hard period. So like, what did it mean for you?
Oh, it was something big because when you're young, that's your dream, to win World Cup, Champions League, to score goals. That's what you dream of, and to do it, and the way we're doing it, it's crazy. Even, and plus on top of that, my personal story with my injury. So 6 months ago, I wasn't even in the list. Like I wasn't a Liverpool player. I was injured. Then 6 months you're here. Then you shoot a penalty. Then you lose 3-0 down. Then you come back. Then you shoot a penalty. Then you win. It was too much.
Yeah,
it was a lot to take in. So, we didn't even celebrate like crazy. Like we were happy. Then we went to the hotel. We had dinner. Like really basic. Dinner, bed. Like they had a party plan and everything. Nothing. Nobody.
So when did the party start? In Liverpool?
Yeah, really. It started when even on the plane, a lot of them sleeping, a lot of them really tired. But
it was an exhausting match.
When we landed,
everybody was ready.
You can see the crowd from the plane.
Oh,
my guys.
Yeah. At that time, Liverpool was very successful, like based on what Gerard Houllier already done with the UEFA Cup, and the FA Cup as well. And then a few years later, you guys win the Champions League. Like obviously the title was not there, but this was already something for the Liverpool people.
Don't forget in that year, Chelsea, you knocked out Chelsea in the semi-final. Chelsea was like so good.
Chelsea you guys beat him with Luis.
You had Real Madrid, who was like in their best form ever.
So
it's crazy that you all won in that style. It's insane.
So it's when we arrived, it was like for a trip that's supposed to be from Anfield to Melwood, let's say 15 minutes. But it took us maybe 8 hours with the bus.
Wow. With all the people there?
True. Yeah, it was seriously crazy.
Legendary, man. That's like one of the most legendary Champions League finals, I think.
Yeah, and the Bayern Munich, Manchester was good too.
Oh yeah,
yeah, of course.
Yeah, true. But still, still, man.
That one was epic, man. So you already mentioned Steven Gerrard, his influence on the team. How was it playing with him?
It's it's this kind of player that that is always going to got your back, especially when you are a striker, and you forget to come back and defend. He's covering you. He's there, but and that in attack, his quality, his passing quality. That you can make the run, and don't worry about if the ball is going to arrive at the right place or on time. It's this kind of player. You need to focus on yourself, on your runs, and everything's going to be fine.
He was, to me, the most all-round player I ever knew, because he could do everything. He had shot power, he had vision, passing, strength, even defending. He was so all-round.
Box to box.
Yeah,
literally box to box.
Who was that complete in that time?
Wow, yeah.
He was attacking good, defending good. He was a captain. He had...
Pat Vieira was pas mal.
Yeah, Patrick Vieira was also
different kind of player.
Different type of player.
He was more defensive to me. Gerrard had also a weapon that was his long shots.
Yeah.
It's insane.
I can imagine how it is with your speed playing in front of Steven Gerrard and him giving you all those true balls.
Yeah, it was, but we didn't have enough time. I think my injuries, blocked a little bit of possibilities and goals, to be honest, because you need time to play together, and we didn't have much time. But still, in 2 years, we won 3 trophies. So
that
was good.
It's not bad.
That was good.
How did you recover so quick in that year?
To be honest, I think it's my body. I don't, because I there's nothing magic. With medicine, you do treatments and you heal, but everybody's different. You're gonna heal different than you and than me.
Yeah, true.
So
but in 5 months, that's like
5.5 months playing. So 5.5 months after I was back playing. So my injury was done in, let's say, 4.5 months maybe.
Wow.
So that's
crazy.
That's
but how was this period for you? Because you've had crazy injuries as well, man.
Yeah. Yeah, twice. Both.
Twice, yeah, you broke your leg twice. The one where they almost had to amputate your leg was the one that I really remember. So stepping into that phase in your life, it's a dark period. You're young. At that time, were there like people guiding you apart from your brother, like from the club? Were there people guiding you through this dark period in your life as a human, but also as an athlete?
To be honest, not really, because I'm quite strong mentally, and I think that if you want to do something, it's up to you. So, my mom were here, my ex-wife at the time, my kids, my brothers, my friends. I had a lot of support, like really all the fans and everything. But if I decided not to go to treatment, you can have all the support that you want. If you don't put your mind to it and do what you have to do to come back, you can. It's up to you. At the end of the day, it's you in the swimming pool. It's you at the gym. It's you doing the extra work that you're supposed to do. If you don't do the work, you can have all the support that you want.
But it happened to you twice.
Yeah, well, twice. I did the same twice.
Wow, yeah, you talk as if it's very easy, but I still remember the
it's
picture.
It's not easy.
Probably...
Don't get me wrong. It's not easy. I had some moment that I was like, why me? Why again? And my passion and my love for football and my respect for football and my love for my family, because when you play football and you succeed, you have people around you. There's a lot of people that you help and a lot of people that they look after you, or you look after them, and you can't disappoint them. So I was like, okay, let's be serious and go back again.
So you felt a pressure for them as well?
No, not pressure, not from them. I was saying to myself, you can't disappoint people.
Yeah.
So let's go.
Okay. Wow. Yeah, you just described it like as if it was like very swift process.
Every person is different.
Yeah,
too,
of course.
Exactly,
but like to be able to recover from two broken legs in a very, you were just about to hit your prime.
Exactly.
Exactly.
That's the moment.
And your Liverpool career because of that didn't flourish. Obviously, you won 3 trophies, but people in Liverpool look back at that period, and when they think about Cissé, they always say like, it could have been way better. So like, how do you personally look back to that period? Like, if you could describe it in a few words.
With the time that I had and the games and the statistics, it's okay. It's okay because I just moved to another country, to a new life, to a new language, to a lot of new things. Plus the injury, it's okay. Lifting 2 trophies and scoring at every finals. So I scored against West Ham. I scored against CSKA Moscow.
Yeah.
And the penalty in Champions League. It's not that bad.
No.
For a striker like I was, it wasn't enough. But it wasn't because of me. I get injured.
Yeah, of course.
It's life.
Of course. And then we're going to talk about another chapter in your life, like L'Équipe de France. So, like, when did you enter L'Équipe de France?
First game I was 19, so it was for 2002 World Cup. So no, I was 21. 20. And it was the World Cup in Korea and Japan. Yeah,
also this team. Obviously, they won the Euro 2000 and the World Cup 98. And everybody thought that France is going to do it again.
Yeah, I was quite sure that, I would come back home with at least a medal.
Oh, wow.
But
in the group phases.
Yeah, sometimes football don't go...
Yeah.
Things don't go the way that you want it to go.
As I can remember, like Zidane was partially injured.
Yeah, he was injured.
Yeah, he was not really
But I mean, you can't rely on only one player.
Because I was about to say, like, that generation still, you still had
it's a golden generation.
Crazy players around. Anelka, Trezeguet,
Djorkaeff, Pires,
Wiltor, everybody.
The match of France against Senegal is the first match I can remember in my life. I was 6 years back then. And I remember I was watching with my father and his friends, and he was like, yo, we're going to watch France, the best team in the world. So I was really sitting and being like, okay, I'm going to see the best team of the world. And like how France lose was like such a, I don't know, already a shock to me, because everybody was already telling me like, yo, France is going to win. Watch. Yeah. And that already showed like, yo, even the small team can win from the best. And I think that is the moment I fell in love with football.
For me, that was a victory for Africa as well.
Yeah.
Obviously, in the French team, there was a huge Senegalese diaspora. And then for them to lose against like Senegal, rest in peace, Papa Bouba Diop, and that whole team, Fadiga, your teammate,
Hadji Diouf.
And Hadji Diouf, obviously, and all the other players. Like when you guys lost, how did you see them celebrating? Like how did you experience that game?
I was sad because I was playing against them, so they won. But at the time, I was like, yeah, it's okay if both of us going through the next stage. It's fair because Kalilou is my brother, Elaj is my brother. I was sad, to be honest. I'm not gonna say I was happy for them because this is bullshit, but I was sad, and it's we didn't do the job to finish. Even with losing against Senegal, we could have finished first.
Yeah,
still.
True.
So that was our mistakes, and I think we were maybe overconfident.
What is it with the French team that, or they play very bad and they mess up the tournament, or they outshine everybody and make impact? It's no in between when it comes to the French team at big tournaments.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, I picked the wrong side of the coin because I have two World Cups and one injury. So normally 3 World Cups, and both knock out at the first stage. So maybe it's me.
Yeah, you missed the Euros in 2004.
I was in the 4 in the helicopter. We left. That's life.
Okay.
Yeah, Buffet Gomis was on fire at the time.
Yeah, Buffet Temi Gomis, the lion.
Yeah, the Panther.
The Panther. How do you see the current French team right now? It's an all-star team again.
Yeah, it's they're coming back strong because they had a bad period, but they find the right mentality and the right they back to where they belong, and they went back to reality. I think they were too high in the sky, and to lose sometimes to lose it's good. It's good.
Yeah.
So now they're coming back strong. Karim is back in the team, Benzema, and it's a strong squad, and they still favorite for the next World Cup.
Yeah. Do you think the style is still the same, the system?
No, they change. I have to change because Benzema and Giroud, 2 different players. You can't play the same.
Sorry. Let me rephrase my question to the time that you were playing compared to now.
Okay. Yeah,
the system.
It's way different.
Yeah.
It's not the same. Not the same coach, not the same way to play.
Different players.
Different time of play. Football changed a lot from my time to now. But in terms of quality,
it's quite similar.
The
only similarity that I feel that exists with those both teams is that with all that quality, the trainers always play defensive. Deschamps plays very defensive.
Yeah.
And at that time, who was the coach? I forgot his name.
Santini.
Santini. Yeah, Santini. Yeah, he also very defensive trainer with all the quality that you guys had. And that always disturbs me from the French team.
That's the striker in you. That's a midfield that you are.
No. That's the Dutch in him.
Yeah.
We Dutch people, we love attacking football and entertaining, but we never win.
Yeah, that's the thing, of course.
See?
Obviously, you guys won with Deschamps, but like it's not nice to watch.
Yeah. It's
We
the prices at the end of the day.
It's a way of playing. Is really, you know, he have his recipe to win.
Yeah.
And it works.
Yeah.
So why changing and why you know making people happy and lose game?
Yeah. The only time I saw like France really excel in that period was in the Euro 2000 against Portugal in the quarterfinal, if I'm correct. The way Portugal really forced them to play good with Figo, Rui Costa, Gomez, all of them. Like France really need to step up a notch. And when I watched that match, I was like, okay, now I'm seeing like proper football. You know.
I think that's what France needs. They need a team that can really match and really cause them problem for them to step up. I think you're right, because if you look recently the games, when they play against team that's they give them pound to pound.
Yeah,
they can play football, but when they play maybe easier team, they think they may be too good. True. And they play.
Djibril, let's talk about fashion and style, man. Because to me, you was always outstanding on the field, also because of your appearance, and you knew it as well.
Yeah.
But in that time, everything was quite conservative, you know.
Yeah. At the time, I was like an alien.
Yeah.
With the hair, with the tattoos, with the clothes, with the like.
Why do you say alien? To me, like you are very special in terms of style. Growing up as a kid, looking football at like 9-10 years of age, seeing you celebrating individual style really made me feel like, yeah, man, I can do that as well. And I implemented my own interest looking at you in terms of hairstyles. I implemented that in my life. Yeah. So like, why are you saying alien?
Yeah,
like,
well, for the people, for what the people, what I heard from people.
The stereotypes.
He's too much. He's not focused into football. He's doing extra things at football. It's not cool. But now it's normal.
No, it's cool. Now it's normal. You set a trend.
Now it's abnormal not to do other things at football.
Yeah.
But at the time it was like, oh, the hair is too much. Oh, why he don't have black shoes like everybody? Like, because it's me. Like, why he's got long dress, like.
Yeah, the blonde hair. Yeah.
I'd say like because it's me. So why are you bold?
Were there coaches that made an issue of it, or did they accept it? Okay.
No, only Giroud for the celebration.
Okay.
Because he said, it's dangerous if you miss your
your
salto and stuff. But that's it. They knew anyway. You can't change anyone. So if you change me, you change the player, and I'm not gonna give you my best. So. It's no, and a lot of them was taking it like the other way, like it's funny, this is Jib. That's
yeah. But also football players in general, like back in the days, like style and stuff. You had a David Beckham, and you had you had several other players who were like unique in their way of dressing. But right now, because of also social media, football players really, look at they see themselves as a brand. How do you see the development of, the lifestyle of a football player next to their game on the pitch?
Well, I think today it's really important to be a brand. So to be for your Instagram to look good, for your contract with other brands to look good. It's the time. You live with your time. My time, it wasn't that important.
Was it profitable to be like that outstanding back in the days?
Not really. Not really. I didn't really took advantage of my, how I was looking for doing advertisement. No, maybe the opposite. I think I missed. Maybe some people thought about me, but oh no, I don't know. Maybe it's too much for the kids, blah, blah. I think it was more more this than
Which
the plus.
players back in the days you looked to and was like, his style is also dope? Taribo West, I think.
Beckham was cool. Beckham was cool at the time because he was doing the Mohican.
Yeah, every week another hairstyle.
Beckham was cool. My favorite was Nakata.
Yes.
Oh,
Hidetoshi
man,
Nakata.
Hidetoshi Nagata.
Yes.
He was an icon,
In terms of fashion, he was like high.
True.
And that's it, really.
Yeah. So your fashion sense evolved into a clothing brand.
Yeah.
Mr. Lenoir.
Yeah.
So how did that start? Like, how did you feel like, okay, now I'm gonna do my brand?
To be honest, at the beginning, it was only like some merch, for me and my friends and the few people around me. Then people started to see me, a lot with Monsieur Lenoir, and asking, what is it? We want some, blah, blah, blah. So with my boy Q,
Q Steve.
we decided to, let's print some tees and hoodies and hats, just for fun, just for people.
You did it together with Q?
Yeah, Q.
Who was that?
Q Steve. He's a friend of mine. He's a DJ now.
He's a DJ in Paris,
long
big
time
one,
fan.
a good producer as well. Currently does a lot of productions for a lot of artists.
Yeah.
Recently he
DJ
did an album for
Booba
Amare. Booba for DJ for Booba. And then back in the day he started his own streetwear brand called Hype Means Nothing, where he used images of celebrities and basically with like a hand sign, like this. So we had like a T-shirt with Kanye West with this, and so many different celebrities, and he came into the market and destroyed the game literally with only a few T-shirts. And obviously with this experience he joined.
So first of all, we were brothers before before the brand. So I took him on board, and from 2 T-shirts it became a brand, a real brand with pants, hats, jackets, like woody hats and everything, like a real brand. Then it started to cost, a lot of money, a lot of my pocket money. So I decided to license to a company 2 years ago. Then COVID came around, and it's a little bit more complicated now, but the brand's still alive, and it's on pause.
Okay. So, but how do you feel? Like, do you feel that having a brand gained you a lot of experience in being an entrepreneur?
Yeah. It's a different thing. You think different and you act different because everything have a consequence. So if you do too much and you don't sell, you can't produce for the next.
The business side is different.
It's different. So you need to think.
That's the thing with athletes. Like they're used to like a certain way of, if you put a lot of effort and time into, for instance, training, going to the gym, practice, you can become better. But in the creative world, it doesn't mean like if you put more time and more effort into it, that it's gonna work.
Exactly.
That's like I think a switch in.
And the brand was also focused a lot on your lifestyle, your imagery. So that's also a different way, because then you have to switch into business mind, how other people are gonna respond.
Exactly.
To things.
So at the time you're right. It was too focused on me. So if you don't like me, you're never gonna buy my brand. And that's wrong. That's sometimes you need to say, oh, I like this. And on top of this, it's Djibril, I didn't want, at the time it was, I buy because it's Djibril and it's good. But I buy because it's Jib. And, in terms of business, and I think that, you're the right man to say, I think it's, you have to pass, you have to be after the brand. The brand have to be strong. And on top of this, it's you. It's cool. It's a bonus.
Yeah. So looking at fashion, like, which brands are your favorite and why?
You know what I think about your brand. So I'm gonna mention Daily
Tell
Paper.
us.
So he's clever.
I have to ask.
He's clever. Clever. That's a clever question. No, I support the brand for a long time. I had some Daily Paper thing. I didn't even know him, and I didn't even know that it was Daily Paper. I don't know if you remember the little white jacket that I showed you. I was like, wow, I have this jacket for a long time ago. And now what you think it's Daily Paper? I was like, fuck, that's yeah.
Yeah, real support from
yeah.
But apart from Daily Paper, any other
I like
brands?
Supreme. Yeah. I like plenty of brands. I like Belgian brand. I like American brands. I like Alcani at the moment.
Oh wow, sick.
Yeah,
Alcani, old school.
The
Back
vintage,
again.
the vintage thing. Yeah, I like, and I wear a lot of vintage clothes at the moment too.
How did you guys meet actually?
Wow. I think we got introduced by our sales agent, Jerome Chordman. Like, he introduced me briefly. And also on the social media, I was like, yo, this guy is wearing Daily Paper. Let me reach out to you.
I think that we when we met Jerome, I think we already knew each other.
Yeah.
But I think it's through the media.
Yeah, so social media, yeah.
See, for this, social media is great.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, really, you connect it quick.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And it's organic, you know.
Yeah.
It's not us reaching out to him like, hey, do you want to wear our clothes?
He was already wearing it.
He was wearing
It was
it, you know?
Yeah, it's
organic. But how was it for you? Because you always looked up to Djibril,
for me,
and he was like, yo, he's wearing Daily Paper.
Yeah, for me, it's like it was epic, as I already described. Like style wise, he influenced me in a certain way in terms of my hairstyle.
Yeah, it's special because he was already somebody inspired you with his brand,
individual style, literally.
with an individual style.
So
like for instance, if it was, I don't know, Jamie Carragher wearing Daily Paper, but it would be less special because, you know.
Yeah, literally. So the circle was round, literally, and it's a message somewhat. It's a sign. It's a confirmation that we were actually doing something good.
Yeah, it is good.
Yeah.
But it's so dope that next to it you're also a DJ. You know,
Yeah.
like how did that pop up in your mind?
Well, I started to play. I was 14 when I started to.
Oh, way before football.
Yeah,
Okay.
way before. Then I was playing at home, throwing parties at home, but nothing, interfering with football. And the passion grew and grew and grew and grew. And when I retired, I decided to go for it and to try.
Yeah, you've done a lot of crazy stuff actually as a DJ.
Yeah.
You've worked with the likes of Major Lazer, Diplo, Niniola.
Yeah.
So like, what's the future for you looking at, like in terms of being a DJ and like what are your ambitions within the music industry?
To release tracks, to do festivals and clubs, There's some things coming out soon with a big guy. I can't tell you what. It's gonna be something cool.
A French artist.
No. International.
International. Okay.
Yeah. I'm quite. For me, it's an honor to play with Diplo, to play with Layback Luke tonight, with Afro Bros, with William DJ Snake. I played. They're big guys. They're guys that I was like, I like their music. And to play alongside them, it's cool.
And you're entering into a new world. Do you feel like a young Djibril Cissé at Auxerre again? You're entering in a new world.
It's exactly this. When I come, I feel like I'm the young guy. Yeah. So I need to prove myself, and I have no problem with this.
Yeah. But I bet some French guys are like, yo, Djibril Cissé is gonna play at our club. It's also, you have like a little, advantage.
Legendary status.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But me, inside of me, I know I have to prove myself, and I have no problem, being the underdog and walking my way up. No problem.
So like with all this, the DJ lifestyle, you still have a family as well.
Exactly.
5 kids.
Yeah.
With 4 boys.
Yeah.
3 of them are very talented.
Yeah.
Prince Kobe, Marley Jackson, Cassius Clay, all of them Cissé obviously.
Yeah.
Like they some of them play at Liverpool.
Yeah, Prince signed for Liverpool a few years ago.
Yeah,
Cassius was in academy, but now he decided to play American football.
Yeah, I just saw. Like, how do you guide them with like all of that going on in their lives? Because they're also commercial models.
Yeah, they're models too. I follow them. I follow what they want to do. To be honest, I let them do their thing, and if they ask me advice, I give them advice. But I'm not behind them and like, oh no, Cassius, why you stop football? You're good, play football. If he doesn't want to, he doesn't want to.
Nice.
I don't want to force him and do it because daddy played football, so I want to be like
but
daddy.
I bet they see you as examples.
It's better to for him to do his own thing, and if he asks me and if I can help him into American football, you know, for now I don't know.
Yeah.
But I prefer for him to do his thing, really.
And your daughter Ilona, does she have some
my
talent
princess.
as well?
Yeah, she's 20 now, and she's a singer and a dancer.
Wow.
So she want to do. Her dream is Broadway, so she's into a really good school for to achieve her dream. And I love my kids because they trying things. They're not scared of her mom is near Switzerland. She lived in Paris on her own. She's trying things, and I like it. And even if she fail, it's I'll be proud of her.
I think that's the most. I think that's the best feeling to have if you see your kids at least trying something.
Exactly.
What you're describing.
Exactly.
Like, they're finding their own hobbies. They're finding their own ways to develop themselves. I think, and if come on, if Djibril Cissé is your father, you have the best guy.
Daddy cool.
So, seriously, it depends. Sometimes it could be a disadvantage.
Yeah.
Because the people gonna take this as a like, oh, it's normal. It's Djibril's daughter or Djibril's son. And
they put
my daughter, she's really discreet about this.
They put them on an automatic pedestal.
If she prefer not to say, I'm her dad, and for her,
you're actually lucky because Cissé is a very widely common name.
Yeah, so
in Africa, in Ivory Coast, but also Senegal. Yeah. So a lot of people are called Cissé. So
it's cool.
I think we're going to round up, but I have one last question. Looking back at your career has brought you from Auxerre to Liverpool, to back to Marseille, to Panathinaikos, and everywhere you came, you left a mark. Even at Lazio, even if it was briefly, you left a mark. Queens Park Rangers. Like, if you look back at all these clubs, like, where did you feel most at home?
To be honest, I had fun in every clubs, but I'm really happy to play for Marseille because it's my childhood club. I'm always gonna be thankful to Auxerre because without Auxerre, there's no interview today. I'm really 100%. In terms of human relationship in Panathinaikos, what I experienced was.
They really treated you as a god, eh? Like, you came there two seasons and you won the title, the cup, and you were the captain at one point.
Crazy. And Liverpool in terms of success, it's the best. So to be honest, there's good everywhere. Everywhere. Even in Sunderland, QPR. We had fun.
Do you know where I really saw that you enjoyed football again? At Marseille, because you were playing with Ribéry, Mamadou Niang, and a young Nasri. There's this one goal. You guys celebrated at the corner and you did rock paper scissors. I was like, yo, this guy is having fun, man.
Yeah,
I was like,
exactly.
That was
against
crazy,
Paris,
man.
I think.
Yeah, man. That's in the Velodrome, the old one.
That was against
Paris.
Paris.
That was crazy, man.
So it was a bunch of kids playing professional football. That's what it was.
Yeah, man.
I got one last question. The very last. You made your impact on the pitch, you know, like for Jefferson in terms of style, but also, you won trophies. You was like one of the notable attackers for France for a long period. What impact you want to leave in the clubs if you later on gonna look back at your DJ career? What do you hope?
I want the people to feel and to for me, it's important to bring the Afro culture into even my house set or my EDM set or my hip hop set. It's important to feel the Afro vibe, and to put Africa into every kind of music and to put Africa forward. That's one of the thing that I'm trying to do, and that's one impact. And someone that have fun and that not here for the fame or the money, because I already experienced that. I'm just here for the good moment, and the fun.
Beautiful story, man.
Thank you, man.
Thank you, Djibril. Thank you for your
Thank you,
time.
guys.
And you're gonna kill it tonight.
Yeah.
What song are you opening?
I don't know. Tonight it's different. It's a different vibe. It's house,
New challenge,
EDM. Different vibe. So
different USB stick.
Yeah. I might start with two French guys, not really famous. Maybe the Daft Punk.
Okay, nice.
They're not really big, you know. They're just cool. They're just cool.
Yes.
So,
Thank you, Djibril. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Yes, thank you, bro.
Guys. Thank you.
Kick It Net this week. Subscribe to our channel, and we see you next time.
Yes.
Ciao, ciao.
Salut.